Some dreams are not discovered in classrooms, but in the way we lead with quiet compassion. Dear Professor, peace be with you. Please call me Fatima, not my real name, but a name that feels safe for me to wear as I share this part of my soul. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you for creating a space where students like me, those who were once unsure, unseen, or on the edge of giving up, could feel recognized, not just for our achievements, but for our journeys. The stories you featured have inspired me countless times. Today I hope to give back a little of that light, because I, too, was once lost. I wasn't always confident in my path. In fact, I wandered for quite a while, drifting between expectations, obligations, and a quiet desire to do something meaningful. Now, I am a teacher, and I say that not just as a profession, but as a declaration of identity. But before I found my way to the classroom, I found myself somewhere unexpected in a student club, working beside you. Do you remember our beach cleanup drive? The sun was high and golden that day, the waves humming a soft rhythm in the background. We were a small group of volunteers, picking up trash, laughing, sweating, building something more than just a cleaner shore. And then, we saw them, a few children lingering near us, watching curiously, barefoot and bright-eyed. We had extra snacks packed. I took a few and walked toward them. No grand speech, no announcement, just a quiet gesture of sharing. I offered what we had, and their faces lit up, not just with joy, but with something deeper, connection. You turned to me then, smiled gently, and said, "You're truly dear with kids. That's a special kind of gift." I didn't know it at the time, but those words stayed with me. In the days that followed, I began to notice things about myself that I had once overlooked. How I naturally took the lead when organizing events. How I was drawn to listening to others, encouraging them. How I felt most alive when I was helping someone learn, grow, or simply feel included. I didn't yet call it teaching. I called it leading. But in truth, it was both. When I began my master's journey, it wasn't with full certainty. It was with a flicker of faith. The road was long and full of self-doubt. There were days when research papers felt like mountains. Nights when the silence of studying made me question everything, and moments when I wondered if I had made the wrong turn. But in those moments, I would remember that simple beach day, that moment with the children, your words. I would remember the joy in giving, the strength in leading, and the quiet magic that happens when someone believes in you. Now, as I stand in front of my own students, I don't just deliver lessons. I try to see them the way you once saw me, full of potential, even if they don't see it yet. I don't just teach subjects. I build confidence. I create safety. I help young minds rise, just like someone once helped mine. Here's what I've learned, Professor. Our life's purpose doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers in the background of small moments, in service, in compassion, in unnoticed acts of kindness. And it is often in those moments, not in grand achievements, where we discover who we truly are. To the students reading this, especially those still trying to figure it all out, please don't be discouraged if your path doesn't look like everyone else's. If you feel lost, that's okay, you're becoming. Watch what lights you up, pay attention to how you treat others. Your purpose might be hiding in those very things. And remember, true leadership isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about lifting others even when no one is watching. Thank you, Professor, for recognizing a quiet leader before she recognized herself. With deepest gratitude, Fatima.